All right, welcome back. Still taking your phone calls on the Bordas & Bordas hotline. 412-575-2600 is the number. And in case you don't believe me, Gene Collier is here. I promise I'll let him talk more this time around. Gene, we got a question on Twitter from Jason. He says, is Josh Dobbs slated to play the entire game against the Giants, or is there a fourth quarterback in camp? I'll let you take this one.
Yeah, there's Bart Houston. Is that his name?
Bart Houston.
Right. He's the fourth quarterback. Josh Dobbs will not play 4 quarters. He might play 2, maybe 3.
I expect 2.
Yeah. So, no and yes.
There you go. There's your answer, Jason. Let's go back to the phone lines. We will go to Emmett in Gibsonia. Emmett, you're on the Nightly Sports Call.
Hello, Josh and Gene. I'm a big Kevin Colbert fan, and I'm curious, do you think the Steelers will be able to grab someone off the waiver wire to compete at the middle linebacker position and possibly the tight end position?
It's a good question. I believe that they've already done that with the tight end position with a couple of guys they brought in, like the Faison Odoms of the world, and some of the guys, obviously they brought David Johnson back. So there's a couple of guys that kind of fit that description already. As far as middle linebacker, I'm actually more bullish on the middle linebacker position than most. I like the thought of Vince Williams being involved in the defense. I like Shazier. I like Tyler Matakevich. They have had some guys that have actually brought some depth. I like Steven Johnson. They actually have depth at the middle linebacker position. I'm not as worried about middle linebacker as I am at tight end. I'm a little bit more concerned as Emmett is at tight end. Gene, how do you feel about those two positions?
I'm not really high on Matakevich. I really haven't seen him do very much. I mean, I know they like him to back up at either of those spots, but I think they hope he doesn't play. In the tight end situation, I'm not really that worried about it. I think Jesse James has gotten better every year.
Agree with that.
He's a big target. He's a better blocker than he's been. Not a great blocker, but he's a guy that improves every year, so I'm not that concerned about that either.
All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Bob in Fort City. Bob, you're on the Nightly Sports Call.
Hi, Josh. Nice to talk to you. And
likewise.
I played some college, 4 years of college, but I'm Gene's age, so it's been years ago. I think where the coaches are having a problem now, when you're talking about the CTE and the things that you've been discussing,
right.
The big thing is the practice schedule, because the players to develop that are coming out of college today, most of them aren't in the three-point stance where they learn how to run block. And the big thing now, and you've even been discussing Bell, is the fact he's got to get back into shape to play football shape. I mean, he's an excellent athlete, but they need the depth in case there's an injury. That's what hurt them last year against New England. This is what'll get. I mean, the team has to develop. No one player can take care of that team. I mean, the big thing is the quarterback level. They've got to keep Ben upright. But the thing here is you're looking at is, can a team practice and develop both on offense and defense, and to do that without injuries? And somebody mentioned Connor before. I mean, this is the thing. Everybody went through it, even back in the 60s when I played. It gets physical, and you have to go through those injuries. And now they have to develop a new practice schedule in order to be able to meet the demands of football. I appreciate your talking to me, and thank you.
That was a very, very informative call by Bob. I would disagree with one thing. Le'Veon Bell's been working out in Miami for the past few weeks. For those of you who follow Le'Veon Bell on Snapchat, you actually know that. But, Gene, to Bob's point, and I think he has a good point there as far as some of the adjustments from the college game to the pro game. So he laid out a lot there, and it's hard to argue with a lot of it. We got to take a break here before we wrap up and we come back. Stick around.